So usually you say the word insurance and people start getting all disengaged until you tell them that there's thousands of dollars tied to it. Let's talk about title insurance. Hi, welcome back to another Coffee with Coleman, where we love to discuss Washington, D.C., business, real estate, all that good stuff. My name is John Coleman, and I'm a real estate agent here in Washington, D.C. with the Jason Martin Group. If there's one thing to ensure my happiness, it's going to be going ahead and clicking the like button right on below me. If this is valuable to you, then go ahead and hit the subscribe button while you're down there. Then you get alerted each week when I release new videos. Also, stay tuned till the end because I'm going to tell you how you could potentially save money knowing a little bit more about title insurance. So when you're looking through all the costs of buying a home, you're likely to come across these lines right here. The first thing you're going to think is, what is it and why is it taking all my money? And this is a good thing for you to know. In short, the title company is going to be the representative overseeing the transaction. And their goal is to make sure that the property you're buying has a clear and marketable title. This means it hasn't been sold without the consent of everybody that needs to consent to this happening. There's no liens, no judgments, nothing that's happening. There are plenty of examples of real life things where title becomes an issue. In fact, I recently even heard a real life example where someone tried to sell the exact same property 3 times. They didn't own it, but they tried to sell it 3 times. And so what you're trying to do is to make sure that you're not buying nothing. And if you are going to purchase it, you're protected and that investment is protected. And that's why title insurance is important. But why do you need 2 policies? When we looked at that page, you saw that there was 2. Well, you might not need 2 because you as an owner, it's actually optional. If you have a lender, they're actually going to require it to protect their investment. And since you are such a nice, loving, and giving person, guess who's gonna pay for that for them? You are. You're going to buy the policy to make sure that your lender is all covered. So one of those policies is to protect your equity, and the other is to protect their loan. I don't know why they do it this way. It's just sort of the way it's always been, and sort of the way it's probably always going to be. As for how much it costs, you're gonna pick a title company at the beginning of the process. And here's the thing, when I went online, I researched 3 larger local companies that I have experience with, great companies. And what I had found is I went and I filled out their little standardized forms of, this is the property I'm looking to buy, this is how much my loan is, this is how much it's worth, and all of them came out with the standardized pricing. So all of them were actually going to charge $1,575 for the standard policy of owner's title insurance and $2,760 for the lender's title policy, meaning the total amount would be $4,335. And for that $4,300, you then get a peace of mind that if anyone tries to stake a claim in your property or try to collect money due prior to your ownership, then the title folks will fight that good fight for you. If you want even more peace of mind, you can go ahead and get an enhanced policy. This includes all of these items that you see right here. And again, when I upgraded the enhanced policy on all 3 of those title companies, they were all the exact same cost. All right, so if all of the insurance is standardized from one company to another, well, is all of the cost just the same then? And the answer is close. There are actually some settlement fees in addition to these title insurance fees, but these tend to range from probably about $500 to $1,200. So there can be some differences, but with regards to how big of a transaction it is, they're all in the same general ballpark. Let it be warned though, not all title companies are created equal. Non-responsive and poor customer service on the title side can lead to delays, headaches, heartaches, and all of you have been working really hard to make this go through. And I would hate for, at the very end, a company to come in and make this more difficult, push settlement, do things that would make this experience less good for you. So, like any of the other professionals that you pick as you're going through this to make life easier, not harder, go ahead, look at online reviews, get recommendations from agents, friends, your lender. All of those are good ways to make sure you are getting good access to a company that's going to take good care of you. So the real question, do you need title insurance? Well, Dave Ramsey, financial guru, has this to say. Never, ever, ever buy a piece of real estate without title insurance.
Ever.
Abso-freaking-lutely. Ever. Done. Not from your dad, not from your grandparents, not from your neighbor. Get title insurance. That's it. That's what he says. So other people I talk to, they always kind of question, I mean, it's a lot of money. Do I really need it? And they kind of think it's kind of a scam. Like, it's sold a bunch of times. Nothing's obviously happened in the meantime. Like, why would I really be worried about this? Then they ask me, John, what do you advise? And my CYA answer is to say that you should do some research and talk to the title folks to make sure that you're getting the best informed decision for yourself. What do I do in my real life? I buy title insurance. It's very likely I will never need it. There's likely going to be zero issues whatsoever. And why that might be true, my house is my largest investment. And I don't want to worry about my largest investment not being mine at some point because of some type of clerical error a decade ago. So I guess you say that I agree with Dave Ramsey. Buy title insurance. I just think it's smart. It's something that makes you sleep better at night. So go ahead and I'd say try to get it. But at the end of the day, it's your house, it's your policy, it's your money. It's up to you. Oh yes, I forgot to tell you. Let's save some money while we're at this. And here's how you do that. When you are buying a house, try to get a copy of the seller's title insurance policy prior to closing. Having access to their policy, meaning someone else has done most of the work leading up to their sale of when they purchased it, that could very well mean that the policy you get becomes cheaper because you are getting what they call a reissue rate. So if you're looking to get your policy but save some cash, I got you. And that's how you do that. And how much does that cost the seller to give you a copy of that policy? $0. It doesn't cost any money whatsoever. It's $0. It usually takes one email to the people that helped them close when they initially bought the place, and that's how you get it. So make sure you ask for it to save yourself some cash. All right, that's what I had on the docket today. Did I miss anything? Put your questions in the comments below. I'm happy to address them there. Maybe they'll even turn into a future video. If you need any help finding a title company in DC, or if you have questions about buying or selling real estate here, or anywhere really, reach out. I'm always here to help. That is my actual cell number down in the description. Go ahead and text it. I'll get back to you as soon as I can, but that's my real number. So go ahead and reach out if you have any questions. I love using this as a mechanism to help educate the general public about things you need to know about buying and selling real estate. So thanks again for stopping by another Coffee with Coleman. Peace.